never set out to do anything. I guess I was just in it for the fun. But it's not always that easy. My first ever real thing was in year 9, back in Stanley Street with David Fenton, who was, like, I'd known him for a couple of months, and Scott Wilson, who we convinced to play bass for us. But nothing really ever happened there. David showed up maybe once for band practice, and so all the photos and songs we ever did were just with Scott and I. We called the project Shaftum. Never really led anywhere. The next thing I had was with the same 3 guys. It was about a year later. I'd moved into Stanley Street, into what was eventually colloquially known as the jam room, That's where most everything I've ever done has happened. It was a room my dad built in the garage. It was soundproofed and everything. That's where we wrote the second song I'd ever written after Hammer of Thor. It was called Battle Metal, and it was with the band that was called Knight's Quest, which was just Shaftum, but a year later. Battle Metal was a rip-off of, Manowar, who are a whole steel, heavy metal, fight for your right sort of band, and we sort of stereotyped that into a song. And never recorded it though. Well, we never really did much with Scott. It was more having fun, which I liked. But then he started a hardcore band with a few guys who asked him to be bassist. So David and I formed Power Extreme Metal Force, which was a joke band modeled after Massacration, a Brazilian band. A Brazilian joke band whose singer claims to be castrati, because he sings so high, obviously, and we sort of wanted to imitate that. But we never came up with the song. All we really did was cover Metal Milkshake. That was about it. It was fun though. Next, that would have been in year 11. In media, Dave and I were making a movie we called The Sequel with Sean, and Dave and I made a song for it called Viking Song. That was the first time I really actually had fun. Yeah, making the film clip for Viking Song. I had a ton of fun. It was just our energy. Well, after that I did a lot of solo stuff, by myself. And I have a lot of fun by myself. I wrote a song for my girlfriend. I started a number of bands, including Suicide Song and the other one, which was Street Metal Whore, which is still going today. My favorite thing I've ever done. It's a mix of Japanese and English singing with terrible guitar over the back with 3 rules. Everything has to be in Japanese and broken English. Everything has to be written and recorded within 2 hours. And everything has to be recorded within one jumble. It can't be recorded in takes. It can't be recorded in like drums in this track, guitar in this track, vocals in this track. Everything has to be together to get that really bad sound. But back to the day. David and I were walking around and we saw a graveyard. We took a couple of pictures there and we started Yarn Griper, which never went anywhere. We came back from the to MySpace for it, and then we never did anything ever again for it. Well, after all these falling outs, eventually I was asked to join a band called Sushi Inspectors, in which I met a competent drummer named Ben Padgett. It was Ben Padgett and Anthony Brusson and I, and they came to my house and we did a little jam. Nothing really clicked with Ben, so he left and was replaced with Rob something. I can't remember his last name. But we wrote a couple of songs. We wrote like Tauren Warrior and things like that. But Rob and Anthony started having fights over the name. Anthony wanted it to be Sushi Inspectors, Rob wanted it to be something else, I can't remember. But eventually it fell through, and that was that. Ah, yes, yes. Infamous Bigford. The band that made me famous. Bigford started off between Dave and I. It had about 100 names, but we finally decided on Bigford when we joined the band. We were inspired by, well, I was inspired by Troll Concert, and we wrote a song with a long name, Isnt, Mars, and Jai, or whatever, I can't really remember. But David took that off after Dave didn't like it. I loved it. I wish I could hear it again. But that's the way it goes. We wrote a lot of songs. Most famous for all of our songs was made up of 3 chords over 7, 9, or 10 minutes, depending on the context. 3 chords played over and over. It was called Northern York. During the Battle of the Bands, we came last. We got 80 points under the second lowest score. We got about 24. Everyone else got at least 100. We were pretty proud of that.